Welcome to another video, the same every time, looking at IGCSE maths and GCSE maths, the kind of questions that apart from the numbers are the same every time. Learn how to do them, practice, then when you see them on your exam paper, you're going to know exactly what to do and you can get yourself those marks, you'll get yourself into the grades. We're still looking at reverse percentages. In this set of questions, though, we're looking at situations where an amount has been increased by a percentage and we need to find out what the amount was before the increase. So a diamond necklace costs £352.5 after VAT, that's value added tax, but in order to do the question, you don't really need to know that, but it is value added tax, is included in the price. So looking at the words here, included means we are adding something on, isn't it? We're putting something else into that price, so we are adding. So VAT, they tell us in the next line, is charged at 17.5%. So if I start off with my whole amount, which we call 100%, and I add 17.5%, what percentage am I going to be working with? So 117.5%. So we have increased, we have included another 17.5%. So we started off with our entire quantity, call it 100%. Add on another 17.5%. So we now have 117.5% of what we started with. So work out the price of the necklace before VAT is applied. So let's see. The after price is going to be 117.5% of the before price. So we've added 17.5% to the before price. So the after price is 117.5% of the before price. They do tell us the after price, don't they? There it is, 352.5. So 352.5 is 117.5%. So 117.5% is 117.5 out of 100. Remember, a percentage is just a fraction over 100. So 117.5%, 117.5 over 100. Of becomes a multiply, and the before price we don't know yet. So 352.5, 117.5 divided by 100. Let's put that as a decimal, 1.175 of the before price. Well, we're almost there, aren't we? I'm going to write it this way round just because I prefer to have the before price at the left-hand side. I'm not doing any maths here. I'm just swapping around the two things on each side of the equal sign. There we are. So the before price is going to be 352.5 divide by, multiplying by 1.175 on the left-hand side. So divide by 1.175 just there. And probably a calculator job for this one. So 352.5 divide by 1.175. And that gives me 300. Well, the fact that it turns out to be a nice round number makes me feel that perhaps I've got the right answer there. So 300. So here's another exam question. Again, it's a percentages question talking about increasing and decreasing by percentages, and it's worth 3 marks. So that's the clue that it is actually a reverse percentages question. Why not pause the video and have a go? And while you're doing that, I'll try the question myself and we can compare our answers. So what's going on here then? Anna invests some money into a bank account for a year at 6% interest rate. At the end of the year, she has £636 in her bank account. Work out how much money she had at the start of the year. So it's going to be an increase So it's actually an increase by 6%. So if I increase by 6%, then what percentage do I have? Well, I'm starting off with everything, the whole amount, which is 100%. So if I increase by 6%, I am now working with 106%. So after 1 year, she has 106% of the amount that she started with at the beginning. Right, okay, so at the end of the year, same idea. She has 106% of the amount that she started with. They tell us how much money she has at the end, 636, and 106%, 106 over 100, of becomes a multiply, and the starting amount is what they want us to calculate. So 636, 106 divided by 100, 1.06, times by the starting amount. And as I did before, I'm just going to write it the other way around. 1.106 times by the starting amount equals 636. So multiplying by 1.06 on the left, I can move that to the other side. So the starting amount, 636, the multiply by 1.06 becomes a divide by 1.06. Well, calculator job for this one, 636 divide by 1.06 gives me, again, it's a nice round number. So that makes me think I've probably got the right answer for this one. So 600 for this one. There we are. It's the same every time, apart from the numbers. One more question. Why not pause the video, have a go at this one yourself, then we'll compare our answers. So again, actual exam question worth 3 marks, and the 3 marks is the clue that we are actually dealing with a reverse percentage question. So Bill invests some money into a bank account for a year, 3% interest rate. So over the year, we've added 3% to the amount that we started with. Well, if we're adding 3%, what percent do we have now? It's going to be 103%. So I start off with the whole thing, the whole amount, which we call 100%, add 3%, 103%. At the end of the year, he has 4,120 in his bank account. Work out how much money he had at the start of the year. Okay, it's as promised, it's the same every time. So at the end of the year, he has 103% of the amount that he had at the start of the year. So they tell us at the end of the year, he has 4,120. 103%, well, 103% is 103 over 100, so 1.03. Of becomes a multiply, and the starting amount is what we want to find. Again, I'm going to write it the other way around here, so 1.03 times by the starting amount equals 4,120, multiplying by 1.03 on that side, so divide by 1.03 on the other side. And again, I'll reach for my calculator. 4,120 divide by 1.03, that's 4,000. Thank you very much for watching. I do hope the video was useful to you. I will return in the next video.